Welcome back to Wisdom Wednesdays. Wisdom Wednesdays, where we give tips, tricks for work and life. Some of the youngsters out there, and well, a few of the older ones that might need them too. Today's tip, it's another real simple one. And it's not just for work, but this is a good tip for life. Strive for excellence. Strive for excellence. Well, what does that mean? Well, to start out, if you're going to do it in your work, try to do the best possible job that you can do. If you strive for excellence, you strive to do a top-notch, good quality job, that means you're not half-assing stuff. So I think across the board, don't matter if you're young or middle-aged anymore, it just seems like nobody really gives a shit about the quality work they do. They just half-ass stuff. If you're half-assing it, you're not striving to be the best you can be. I know a lot of you young fellas probably going to be, oh, I ain't making enough money, blah, blah, blah. Well, it don't really matter what you're making. If you'll take the effort and do the best job you can do, well, you'll benefit from that. Do the best job possible that you can do. Do it for yourself. If you do it for yourself, then that takes away that old mental whole bunch of crap that gets in your head. If you are working for somebody that don't really appreciate you, or you ain't making a lot of money, if you say, well, I'm going to do this job to the best of my ability for myself, well, see, you block all that out then. Why would you want to do that? Well, if you take the effort to do a job for somebody else and do it to the best of your ability, well, then maybe that will parlay into you doing something for yourself to the best of your ability. I always find that if you half-ass something in the workplace, you generally, well, it's like everything. You're going to build a repetition. And you're not just going to half-ass it in the workplace. You're going to half-ass it in your life, too. If you'll take the time and do that task that you were given and do it top-notch, see, that can help you in your job, too. It may take time. Not everything happens overnight. If you're in a job that might be one of the big companies or whatnot, they got certain ways they got to do things. So it may take a lot longer, but if you do a good job and you make sure you're going above and beyond to do that job to the best you can and set a standard, you'll get noticed. Even in them big companies, you'll get noticed. And if you're working for a smaller company that's owned by a fella, well, he's going to notice too. If he notices that you're doing a good job, yeah, he's going to give you more stuff to do because he knows that you're going to do a good job, you're going to make it happen. That, in turn, well, it's going to make you some more money. And no, it may not happen overnight. Not everything is one-day shipping like Amazon. We got to get out of that mindset. Sometimes it takes time to do things. Especially if you're real young and you're just starting out. It's going to take you a while. You got to build that repertoire, with where you're working and whatnot. Strive for excellence. And as long as you strive for it, things are going to work out. Now, there's going to be times when, no matter how hard you try to do something to the best of your ability or, really set that gold standard, well, it may not go like it's according to plan. And that's okay. As long as you tried to do it the best it could be done. It's okay. Everything ain't always going to work out perfect. Believe me, there's stuff that I've done for a whole lot of years that sometimes, well, it just goes to shit in a handbasket. But I always strive to set the standard on everything I do. I'm going to tell you, folks, notice. If you're a young business owner, don't be one of these guys that just half-ass everything. Just trying to make that quick buck. Or if you're a young business owner, or even an older one, because it happens to all of us, say you underprice something. Well, you got to try to do it the best that it can be done. People will notice. It may be frustrating. You may lose money. And that hurts. Believe me, I know. I know real well. But if you are always trying to do it the best it can be done, then there's going to be a group of people in your life, whether it's you as an employee that's, going to be your boss or supervisor or whatever, or it's you as an employer, clients or managers or, top brass for whoever you're working for, doing work for. If you're always striving to do it the best it can be, they'll notice. And then, because we are human, shit happens. Well, stuff doesn't go quite right. Then you got a leg to stand on. And most of them will even know that. They'll know, well, shoot, this guy does top notch work. Some things just ain't in your control. Sometimes things go bad. If you half-ass stuff, if you're got your little old business and your deal is doing half-ass work, well, believe me, when it goes real bad, they're going to notice too then. And then you're not going to have as much leeway because you've already set the standard of doing piss poor work. So it's pretty simple. Strive for excellence. If you do it in your work, then you'll try to do it in your life, and pretty much vice versa. Pretty simple.